Let's go on a walk down Sustainability Road and talk about some shoes today. Today on Unpacked, we are going to be looking at a shoebox from Rothy's and talking about overall their sustainability and some of the claims that they make as a brand. We got this shoebox from them, direct from them. This box is what we call SIAC, or ships in its own container. So they didn't put any other additional boxes over this. We love to see that. We love to see creative applications where that's done. Overall, a pretty simplistic box, only a couple of markings on the outside of it. And then you got this little fabric ribbon piece hanging out over here. But they are using this as a tear strip. All right. And then, ta-da! All right, we got several things going on here. Proudly sustainable since day one. That's why we picked this. They've made some big claims about sustainability, both in terms of product and their packaging stuff. Love this, what they've got right here. So they have this adhesive strip. If you need to return it or do anything, you use this pack right back again. Then they have a paper inside here. Oh, wonderful. This paper says the fit, the care, not quite right. You have 30 days of returns. On the bottom of the box, made from recycled materials. The box itself is pretty straightforward. Interesting construction, how they've kind of, I don't know if this is something brand related, how they've chosen to texture these foldovers and stuff, or contour them on the ends, or if that's really just for the way that it's designed to hold. I've not seen that one before. That's interesting. And then they've got these paper pulp inserts to keep the shape of the shoes. So they're a big brand about sustainability, and they've made a lot of claims about they want to create circular manufacturing or circular production. It's all about circularity, and we're gonna dive into more about what circularity is in future videos, but I'm not 100% sure how they are thinking about circularity, because they're shoes and they've got a great story. They're encouraging you to return your shoes at the end of the life back to a store, hand them to somebody, and they'll go back to them, at which point they'll be disassembled and sent off to recycling partners. So shoes are not being made back into shoes again. There's components of these shoes that they do say, like, some of the textile components can potentially be reconverted back into thread again, or textiles again, and reused. But largely things like the rubber soles on these are going off to be made into things like gym mats, or I think the foam that was inside of these things is being used for like carpet padding and things like that. And that's a great application for those things, but it's more of a downcycling application than a recycling application. I mean, as things go through a progression, they become less valuable and less valuable. And when you have something like carpet padding, which is a mix of all sorts of densities of foam, and like it pretty much lost its value at that point for another recycling use. So you're decreasing the value of something, but still, it's a great end of life. Putting something into an application, ideally a long-term application, instead of just into landfills. So love that they're promoting that. Love that they've kept their packaging really simplistic. They're using recycled materials, which is honestly one of the best ways that brands can lower their carbon footprint, their emissions, rather than going and harvesting new trees, growing those trees, harvesting them, transporting them, basically turning them back into fibers again, repapering them, taking existing paper, pulping it down, and turning it right back into another form of paper or corrugate is really one of the best ways to lower the impact. So yeah, great job, Rothy's, and I love the simplicity of this packaging and what they're doing, what they're all about. If there are other brands that you've seen do some cool stuff in sustainability or in apparel, we'd love to know about it. Hit us up in the comments below, and thanks for watching Unpacked.